Well, hello there. Welcome back to another proven email breakdown video. This is the 31st edition, so we're way past the halfway mark. And if you haven't seen the previous videos yet, then there's the link in the description to the entire 50-day proven email breakdown challenge playlist. And I definitely recommend you check it out because you're gonna find a lot of cool emails there. Today we have something that again comes from Derek Johansson's Daily Email Income course, and I'm actually taking this course. I'm in the middle of it as I'm creating this video, and also you're gonna find a link to this if you want to check it out in the description. It doesn't have a sales page yet or something like that, but there's a cool Google Doc that gives you all the benefits and all the outcomes that you can get from joining a course like this. So if you're interested in something like that, I definitely recommend you check it out. But the reason why I chose this email is because it's super simple, and it uses a technique that you can also very simply, very easily can use in your own marketing from time to time. And it's basically to present some sort of bad news for people and then also present some sort of good news as a reaction to that bad news. So this can be like a contrarian idea that you share with people. This can be a common myth or debunking a common myth that you can just debunk if you know that your people believe in something like that. For example, I don't know, making money with webinars, let's say. If you have a unique solution that doesn't involve webinars, then you can talk about how webinars are overhyped, and the bad news about webinars is that they don't convert anymore. Right, in 2022, or you have to be really, really, really freaking good in order to make them convert. So that's the main idea behind this. And as you can see, this is not a long email at all. Like, it has 3 paragraphs if you think about it. But we're gonna see like why it's still a powerful idea and how you can use it, and how we can also improve this email, I think, because I think this one might need some slight improvement. So, the subject line basically says, Derek, bad news, and there's a little smiley here. So this sounds important. Derek is basically the first name. You know, it's a custom field, which means you can customize this as an email marketer very easily. And the reason why it's Derek is because, you know, this comes straight out of Derek Johansson's program as a swipe file. So that's why I said check it out. And by the way, he's the creator of Copy Hour as well. You might have seen that before. This is basically Copy Hour, but just for email copywriting. So bad news, I like the subject line because it sounds personal and it sounds like something important that you have to open. You know, when someone sends you an email like this, usually you open it. However, I don't like support at jumpcut.com. So Kong, I like the front name, that's good, but the email address support at jumpcut, I think that's just lazy, because Kong at jumpcut.com would sound much more personal. So straight up we begin. Derek, everybody has a business idea in the back of their head that they want to potentially pursue someday. So what's happening here? We start in the middle of the action in the sense that there's like the writer for this, supposedly Kong, I think, or maybe one of his copywriters, they just lay it out there. Like, they get into it. Everybody has an idea. And this is something that's relatable, right? A lot of people feel like this. They have tons of ideas. The problem is they don't know how to implement them, or they don't know how to turn these ideas into reality. However, my big gripe with this is that this first paragraph is way too long for a first paragraph, especially since you have 2 sentences in it, at least 2 specific ideas. I think you should always make your first line as easy to consume and as easy to read as possible, because that's what starts the slippery slope. That's what gets people to read the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. So definitely keep this in mind next time, because I think it's super important. Using that in many cases, I learned this from Gary Halbert. He said that you should cut out 90% of these that's because they're not really needed in most cases. But the idea here is solid. I would just add a space between this and the next paragraph. But let's jump to the next paragraph. Maybe it's an app idea or an innovative new product that you think could make millions, no matter what it is, I have some bad news for you. Again, the connective elements aren't really that good here because I like the fact that there's a qualification and contextualization element here. So Kong says maybe it's an app idea or an innovative product. So this qualifies people because some of them who are reading this email, they might have had like an idea for a new course, a new app, a new product, a new software solution, a new service, something like that. That could make millions. I mean, the proposition is there, but using these two dashes and then no matter what it is, I have some bad news for you. I think it should definitely be like, again, in a new line. It would be much more powerful. It would increase the potency of the flow of this text. So, it's just my opinion. But the I have some bad news for you part, that's definitely good because we're setting up the stage for some sort of reveal, some sort of negative reveal. I have some bad news for you. And then the big kicker, your idea probably sucks. And this is contrarian, and this is what gets people's attention. And think about it. Most, let's just say average marketing or cheap marketing, it's trying to appeal to the reader, the consumer. It's always like, no, the customer is always right and you're perfect and stuff like that. But this one goes against it. And in this case, I like it because it gets more attention from people. It's like, how come my idea sucks? Like, what? So this is kind of like a contrarian promise in a sense. And as we've learned from previous videos before, when you make a promise, you always have to back it up with proof. And that's why we have the next line that says, that's because there's a 99.78% chance it's missing the one key element you actually need in order to succeed. So this sounds super specific, which means it sounds more credible. And there's one key element you actually need in order to succeed. So this teases the secret. Oh my God, what can be this one key element that makes my idea from sucky to non-sucky? And then we have the good news. And that's why I call this the bad news, good news email. The good news is I made a video explaining that key element and why you need to incorporate it into any idea you have. Check it out here. So the good news, this is basically the unique new opportunity here. And we talked about the importance of the unique new opportunity multiple times before, but this is it. And I'm sure that if you've been following along, you see how this idea of the unique new opportunity coupled together with a mechanism that you haven't seen before is a super powerful 1-2 punch that works in almost every single situation. And it works especially well with secret leads like this one. So there's a new opportunity, and here's why you have to incorporate it into your business. Again, start with why. Simon Sinek, he wrote the book about this. There's a whole reasoning why it's good to focus on the why in your messaging. Check it out here. So quick, easy link. And then I love this thumbnail. I think it's very interesting. It's almost like the Illuminati signal with this pyramid and the whole hands and everything. This makes businesses fail. So, and there's also a little play button in it. I think it's really good. I don't know the click-through rates on this, but I like this thumbnail. Way better than my thumbnails, that's for sure. So this video explains why you wouldn't be a multi-billionaire even if you had the idea for Google before anybody else. Okay, I'm not exactly sure about this, to be honest. I know, I get it. It connects to the idea that your idea probably sucks. And it teases a little bit of like, you need help implementing it or something like that. But I don't know. I'm not exactly sure about this, to be honest. But who knows? Maybe it's a useful element here. But that's it, basically. That's it. That's the main email. Then there's just one element that says enjoy, Kong, and then PS. There's a secondary call to action here, which is smart because the aim of this email is to encourage consumption. It's to get people to watch this video so that they watch more stuff from you, which means you build more trust with this specific audience. And I also do this a lot of times, like when I'm sharing my videos. So, and that's why, PS, if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by liking the video or leaving me a comment. And this is important for YouTube videos, so that's why I would also like to encourage you, if you're watching this, that if you like this video, don't forget to like it and leave a comment, because it helps so much. It helps, it signals the algorithm that this is something valuable that people actually enjoy watching. And then there's even, like he even says, I'm experimenting with different kinds of content to see what is the most impactful and interesting. Let me know what you think. So yeah, it's a secondary call to action that makes it seem more personal and relatable. And that's it. That's the email. It's super simple. As I said, bad news, good news. And the way you can use this easily is that you just simply point out, again, some sort of thing that your target audience believes, and you just debunk it. You just say, no, it doesn't work. Like, your funnel probably sucks. That's why you're not making enough sales. But here's the good news. There's this one, often ignored thing that people don't talk about, that when you incorporate in your funnels, suddenly you can fix your biggest leaks. What can it be? I don't know. It relates to your potential solution. Maybe it's the idea of stages of awareness or something like that. You can use anything, but the idea is that you point out something, you come up with a contrarian angle by saying that, no, this is not good, and then offering them something better. So yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this might be my shortest proven email breakdown video yet. It's even shorter than the 9-word email, and check that out in the description below in the link, because I broke down Dean Jackson's famous 9-word email that is a great way to revive dead leads and to make tons of extra sales. Definitely check it out. It's one of a kind, and I think you're gonna love it. But thanks again for this one. See you soon.